So your team, if I remember correctly, was uniquely successful at driving adoption of a new PPM tool. Um, Tell us, how did you approach that, and what advice would you have to other PMO leaders who are looking to implement a new solution?
Yeah. So the first thing to say off the bat is it's a long road, right? We need to really think about change management. And to be successful in change management, most of the literature and research out there says it's going to take you anywhere from 18 to 36 months, so up to 3 years. So coming to our specific story, we started in fall of 2016, where we knew we needed to make a change. Our current PMO tool was Java based and it was homegrown, and it worked, but it just, we needed something better. And so we pulled together a team across our organization to decide how to move forward. But as I said, it was a long road and it took us a long time to get to where we are today. And today we're at the point where people know what keyed-in is. They have a basic understanding of the importance of why we use it and how it directly affects them and how they can interact with it. But again, the success began at change management practices. And so what we did is we started with early adopters. We made sure that we were really cognizant and aware of our resistors. We listened to them and implemented things from them to help move forward to get them off that resistor list and into the adoption bucket. And then we also made sure that we started at the point where we were reputable. Our team that we chose to determine the upcoming process and the tool we were going to use were experts in their area. If it was a project manager that was actually going to make the schedules and use the tool, or if it was an actual functional manager that was going to take reports out and use that to direct their team. And then we wanted people not only that were the experts, that also would be willing and able to go out and speak the gospel of the new process and the new tool. And so that was really critical for our beginning success. From there, we focused on quick wins. So we chose projects that we knew would be successful and not have big churn or people upset with having this change happen. So we were able to spotlight and say, hey, look at this great thing that happened over here with Project A. And then we really started to focus on those resistors, those difficult projects, the challenging ones. And so this took all of us from 2017 and into early 2018. And so we were doing pretty good. And here I think is where it's really critical to be thoughtful of. This is where most organizations stop. They say, great, every project has a schedule and the new tool. There's nothing else to do. Off we go to the next thing that we need to focus on. But really what happens is where you start to see the failure happen, where you start to see the dissent and the people start to make tricks and tips and little behind the scenes things that aren't actually following what you wanted and have them to do. And so this is where we really dug in.
Start to proliferate, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And so this is where we really dug in and we started to look at how are people actually using it. And we started to find we actually had more resistors at this point. So we're probably springtime, early summer in 2018. And so we had another mountain to climb. And so what we did is we continued to focus on communication. We upped our job aids. We offered mini training sessions. We had individual mentoring sessions. But we still, we were able to get some people off that resistor list again, but we still had some of those really staunch, why can't we go back to the old way of working? This is horrible. And so we started to think about, well, how could we move forward to do that? And so what we did is we surveyed individuals and we asked them right off the bat, what is it that you need for you to be successful? And what is it that your team needs to be successful? And then we took those results and we laid them against 3 known schedule management tools or PMO tools. One of them being keyed-in, one of them being Microsoft Project, and the other one, and I can't even remember what the other one was because this is 2 years ago, and COVID has muddled my brain with anything that's happened beyond that. But in seriousness, we laid it out and we came back to the same path forward, which as the core team, we knew that this was a tool that we needed to use. It met almost all of our needs. Our process was sound. We just needed to get people to do that. And so again, we kept gospelizing that this is out there. And then we started to pull in leaders as well, all the way up to the president of our organization. At that point, we had only gone to the VP level of saying, hey guys, this is what we're doing, but we kept going up. And so today we're at the point that people know how to use the tool, as I said, they understand why we use the tool, and it's getting implemented further and further out into the reaches of everyday life. And we'll talk about that later, but really seeing how else we can utilize this tool to be successful. So right now we're just actually going through another recheck, which I think is a big important piece. So we're in year 4 of this journey. And what we've done is we've updated our training, we updated our guides, we made some new snazzy training. So we're not looking like we're Java based from 2010. We have those dreaded RACI charts again. But again, it's really making sure that the users have the tools that they need. And then, I come back to what Harvey said about being a servant leader. A huge portion of it is we keep pushing our project managers to understand that they are servants of the team. That schedule, that tool doesn't belong to them. While they're the one that's building the schedules and making sure that the critical milestones are going forward and managing their risks that come out of this, it truly is a tool for their team to use. They're just the conduit to make sure that people have the information to do their jobs. And I think that's really helped us shift forward and find that adoption we need.
Beautiful. I love that 18 months in, it's almost like you had another vendor review. You knew what the answer was going to be, but you wanted to bring people along and have them discover that.